What's up, guys? Welcome back to another taste-tacular episode of Todd's Taste Time. Now, I know what you're thinking. Todd, what are you going to be reviewing today? This is just totally out of left field because, as we all know, the meta for Diet Colas has been really slow for the past few months. They've been playing a defensive strategy, releasing very few new flavors of Diet Soda. That's why, for you today, I have a special treat. We'll be reviewing regular Pepsi, the Peepsi 2023 limited edition. Now, first things first, I just want to get a good look at this package. It's got this beautiful, cute bunny rabbit and Peep logo icons across the board. It's got an artificial marshmallow flavored Pepsi underneath the bottom. Now you can see this is the Pepsi X Peeps collab. Other than that, it's a pretty standard bottle. I do appreciate the lid. It tells you to recycle the bottle with the cap on. As you all know, we are big fans of recycling here at Todd's Taste Time. Gotta save the oceans, guys. Alright, so we're just going to get into it today. I have a little bit of a makeshift setup. I am out of state. I had to travel across state lines to get this product, and I cannot reveal my sources. But let's just get right into it, starting with the seal break. Let's all be quiet for this. I gotta say, that was a pretty weak seal break. I'm gonna give that one a 3 out of 10. Next up is the smell test. Got a little on my nose there. It does have a very interesting smell. I wouldn't say it smells like Peeps. This probably smells a little bit more like medicine or something. It's got a very strange odor to it. It's very sweet, sickly sweet. Interesting. It's not a bad smell. It's it's not like Peeps. It's not like Pepsi. It's not like Peepsi either. If you were to combine the two smells, it's just totally different. Something I've never smelled before. It does have a different smell. I've never really smelled anything quite like this. It smells, if I had to name anything, it probably smelled like a Glade plug-in. The Irish Marshmallow Glade refill packs. Not in a bad way either. This is a good smell. It's very sweet. It doesn't smell quite like Peeps. It doesn't smell very much like Pepsi. If you were to combine the two and make a Peepsi, it's not what I would picture in my head. But it does have a fairly good smell to it. All right, and we're going to move on now to the pour test. I have a cold bottle, an empty plastic cup, and then a plastic cup with ice. We're going to do multiple taste tests. Taste straight from the bottle, from the cup after letting it breathe a little bit, and then once we poured it over ice, which, as you all know, is my preferred way of drinking any kind of Pepsi. Now, being that this is not a diet product, I'm probably going to limit the amount that I actually do drink, just because I got to watch those calories, guys. All right, and here we go. This pour is brought to you by Raid Shadow Legends. Most fun game I've ever played. Got some good bubble action there. It's a pretty standard pour. I'd say that's an 8 out of 10. Now let's move on to the next pour. Now this pour is brought to you by Raycons. It's got a light color to it. A little bit lighter than I expected. Not necessarily, I wouldn't completely blame that on the sunlight coming into the room, but it almost has a sweet tea look. Interesting. And now we taste. Cheers. it tastes more like a Peep than it does a Pepsi. It's very marshmallow flavored. Tastes pretty good. I would say this tastes more like a Dream World to me than the previous. This tastes like clouds and cotton candy. Now let's move on to the regular cup test. We've let it breathe a little bit. I'm going to give it a good rotate here, get some aeration going. It smells just like it did before. Cheers. Yeah, the air really did bring out the Pepsi notes to this. It tastes a lot more like Pepsi now out of the cup. It's a lot more subtle of a flavor, a subtle marshmallow, if you will. I'd say I'd prefer it out of the cup so far. But now we're going to move to the preferred way. The ice. That tastes like Pepsi. You can hardly taste the marshmallow of that at all. If you were to pour this into a cup and serve it to me, and as if I ordered like a Pepsi, I'd be like, this Pepsi tastes kind of funny. Like it's not really too far off from a regular Pepsi. It's really interesting how across the board, starting from just straight from the bottle to into the cup to into an iced glass, the flavor of the marshmallow did dissipate. It's very interesting, but it gives you a lot of options as a consumer. You can drink it as a marshmallow drink, or you can drink it as a Pepsi. You have those options to you. And I got to really respect Pepsi for giving the customer what they want in a product. They can choose. All right. So we've tested it all three ways that a normal person would probably be drinking this. I got to say, it's a pretty good product. But what about the burp? Does it have a good burp? That's what everyone's always asking about whenever they're wanting to taste a Pepsi. Well, I am here to report that I just smashed pretty much everything that I had to drink. And I'm not burping. It's a very weak burp. Scale of 1 to 10, 0 out of 10 on the burp. Because you got to at least burp in order to get a what? You got to register something. There's no burp register. So, to sum it all up, we do have the limited edition 2023 Peepsi. It's the Peep and Pepsi collab. And first off, flavors. That's, I guess, the most important thing here. And I think I'm going to give this one an 8 out of 10. It's pretty good. I do appreciate it. I'd get it again. I liked it a lot more than the Coca-Cola Dream World. I think that product was an utter failure. I didn't even finish the pack. But it is lacking in a couple key areas here. First off, no burp. No burp. I guess if you're one to stealth drink a soda, this would be a good soda to drink. If you want to, obfuscate your location and sneak up behind someone. But, Drink of Criminals is not really a good way to go for a product. Apart from that, I think the packaging's pretty cool. I'd probably give this Peepsi overall a 7.5 out of 10 on all scales. Go out and try it for yourself. Let me know in the comments what you thought. If you can get it even, this is a very limited run. Very hard to find. Like I said, I had to cross state lines just to get it. So good luck finding it, and let me know in the comments what you think.